by Davinson Sanchez to Ericsson. Another superb pass, and Dele Alli with a fine finish. 1-0.
Yeah, really well crafted goal from Spurs. 2 passes and it's in the back of the net. Sanchez over distance into the path of Ericsson, and his delivery to Dele Alli at the back post, who does really well to cover it on the half volley. The Ranger pass here, in behind, Young who's caught forward, over the top of Pogba. Lovely touch by Ericsson and delivery. And then Ali throwing himself at it, does well to keep it down. Perfect start from Spurs, a fast start from Spurs, deserve to take the lead.
They look the hungrier side, they look the sharper side, they look the better side. But you suspected they needed a second to add to that Dele Alli opener, because we thought they'd tire in the game in humid conditions, and this was the big chance to make it 2. The build-up on the left where they excelled in the first half, and when it comes to Ericsson eventually from the Kane setup, steers wide.
It's a good build-up, working it across the field into the target man, Harry Kane. He does well just to hold it up and set Ericsson up, but he bumps the ball into the floor, doesn't strike it cleanly.
And then when Dembele is caught in possession by Pogba, how about this for a delicious cross and a beautiful header from one of the smallest players on the field, Alexis Sanchez, who turned in a man of the match performance.
Well, it's Jose's 2 big players. Pogba retrieving the ball off at Dembele, does really well, and then he has the awareness to look up, pick out the run of Sanchez, but what a delightful header. Good strength, good awareness, fantastic delivery, but the header is sublime, back into the far corner, taking the pace off the ball, getting the direction perfectly. Game all square.
He'll take the headlines tonight, that's for sure. It's almost as if Mourinho had challenged his big name players to perform well. He won't get the headlines, Pogba, but he played so well.
Yeah, his contribution was immense today. This opportunity, Spurs giving him time to get into the pocket, get the shot away, slight deflection off the outside of Dyer's boot. Form has to be sharp across to his left-hand side.
Manchester United were on top, and yet just on the stroke of half-time, could have been 2-1 Tottenham. Eric Dyer, the big deflection of Smalling, smacked against the post.
Yeah, slight deflection. De Gea rooted to the spot. You can see as it comes past him, just hits him on the backside and then thunders against the upright. As you say, Jonathan, what a moment that was at the end of the first half.
Herrera was outstanding for Manchester United. Must have run Sanchez close for man of the match. Miscontrol by Lukaku. The touch off, and Herrera slams it beyond board, who I think could have done better. And Manchester United, for the first time, were in front.
And Herrera, who worked so hard, good physicality from Lukaku, awareness by Sanchez, miscontrol. But for me, Lingard does well, and Herrera slides it through Davis's legs. Vaughan can't react. 2-1 lead. Manchester United were not going to pass that up.
Herrera sends Manchester United fans into ecstasy, and Spurs just didn't have enough to come back to it in the end.
No, De Gea in that United goal in the second half was really untroubled. Not enough shots on target from Spurs.
And that's why Manchester United are in the FA Cup final. So here we go with Tottenham having the 13 shots, more than Manchester United, but only 2 on targets. Yes, there were 7 cards in the game, but it was never rough house stuff. Look at the possession stat though. Tottenham had 64% of the ball, but they couldn't